Guys? It's Sasha Eli back with another video. And today, it's the video I meant to make like weeks ago. I'm gonna finally make it today. It's why I stopped the giveaways. So most of you guys are most likely subscribed because I did the giveaways. Every month I gave away a new PlayStation card, and eventually I was gonna do Xbox and Steam, PC, like PC, Nintendo Switch, all that. Amazon, varieties. But I promised you I'd do it, and I didn't do it. Then I came out with a video and basically said, hey, in this video, this is what I'm gonna do next, so be prepared. And I think no one saw the video at the time I posted it. So I'm like, dang, I guess nobody cares. And I think after like that, a week later, it blew up a little bit. Not like for my channel, it blew up. But at the time, I wasn't doing them. And people were commenting on the videos, hey man, when's the next giveaway, when's the next giveaway, when's the next giveaway. And in this video, I'm talking about why I stopped them. So 2 months ago, April, I had quit my job. Yeah, I worked at Macy's, and I kind of had to quit, but also I wanted to quit. It's 50-50. And I know I promised to give away before April, but I think like around the time I wasn't getting a lot of hours. I was trying to save towards a car, so I had money towards a car, which I barely could put money towards a car. I usually try to split my paycheck in half, but at the time I wasn't getting so much that I barely have to make out my own money. Especially I wouldn't have enough for the car. So I was trying to do that at the time, and I think I was buying some stuff, not important stuff, not just willy-nilly buying crap. I was buying important stuff. I wasn't getting enough hours because holiday season was over, and they really need you like that after the Macy's. So, you're probably wondering, why'd you quit your job? Why'd you leave Macy's? Well, that's what I'm telling you in this video. And this is technically, I guess, episode 1 of my work experience. So, you're probably wondering why I quit. There's multiple reasons why. There was a person there, school, hours, and just the environment. So let me talk to you about the hours, why I quit. So when I first started at Macy's, my hours would probably start off, I was getting 18 hours a week. I was getting paid $11, and I was getting paid probably like $100-something a week. Almost $200. And I was cool with that because when I was working at One Dixie, I was only getting like $80 a week. So $80 to $100 something, that's a big upgrade. My dad didn't like it. He was like, you should be working more, yada yada this, yada yada that. I was like, okay. So one day, they had asked me would I like to come in. I was like, sure, I'll come in longer. Now, after that, I started working 9 to 5. And I was getting about 30 hours a week. Around that time, 30 hours a week, I was getting around $300 a week. Yeah. So the paycheck was good. So $300 a week ain't bad. But after Christmas break was over, I started getting probably like $20-something, 20 hours a week. And I wasn't going to trip because after the 30 hours a week, I was tired. I did not want to stay at the store much longer. So when I started getting less hours, I was cool with it. That was fine. But then it started getting too dangerous and getting less and less and less. And I was like, okay, yeah, bro, I got to do something else. I can't. That's one of the reasons why. Second reason why is school. Because I was working almost every freaking day at Macy's, I had no time for my college classes. Yes, I'm in college. I know I look really young, yeah, genetics. But I had no time for any of my college classes. I failed my classes, in fact, because I was so obsessed with work. I would wake up extremely early, earlier than I ever had before, actually, when I was in high school. I woke up earlier than that to go to work, stay there for 8-9 hours, get back home. By the way, I'm unloading trucks at Macy's. I'm not cash register. No, I'm in the back, unloading trucks, throwing them down, cutting the boxes, lifting the boxes, putting them places, moving stuff around, moving bed, putting clothes on hangers, doing all this extra stuff. So if you're thinking, I was a cashier or something like that, no, that's not my job. So eventually I would get home, and when I'm like, all right, I got work to do, I would fall asleep. I would get home and I would fall asleep for a good 5 hours. I wouldn't wake up until like 9 o'clock, maybe 10. And the entire day is passed. So I'm like, dang, I gotta go to sleep again soon. So I'm able to wake up early in the morning. It's crazy. So that was going on. I'm like, okay, I can't keep this up. I can't keep coming home, falling asleep, taking a nap for 5 hours to wake up to go right back to sleep 2 hours later. You know? I was too dangerous. I even had my mom to try to keep me stay up, but that didn't work. So I was failing classes. I wasn't getting enough sleep, or I was getting too much sleep, if I should be fair. Not only that, but my back started to hurt. Lifting all those boxes. No, I wasn't lifting with my back. I don't know what happened. One day, I bent over to pick something up, and I think I was lifting boxes that day, and my back just started getting messed up. Even it hurts now. If I have my back down for a long period of time, it gets hurt because we had a wrap for this thing, and that was wrapping the thing with the wrap, right? And I was so down there for a long time that my back started killing me. And I remember just going, ah! And I just had to stand up for a second because how hurt my back was, you know? It was crazy. So I wasn't focused on school no more. I wasn't doing my work. I was failing classes. And it was so hard to go in and tell my parents that I was failing these classes because they're the one paying for these classes. And they're going to pay for these classes again because I'm failing them and I had to redo them. And they were telling me how proud of they were of me. They said, I'm so proud of you. From balancing work with school when I wasn't balancing work and school. It was the opposite. I couldn't find the balance. I wasn't able to, okay, I gotta do work this time and I can do this time. I gotta do this time and that this time. Work out this time. Do this time. Cause like, as you're seeing me, it's not healthy. I'm trying to lose weight. Actually, I already lost 10 pounds in 16 days. Thank you. But anyway, I wasn't balancing everything out. So, the problem comes like, look, if I work at this job, if I stay at this job, I'm going to fail. Okay? And they're going to end up kicking me out of college because how stupid I am. And they knew I went to college. But the only time they really gave me off was the days I was at school. And at the time, I actually stopped going to the school and started doing everything online because I was just so tired. I didn't want to wake up early for school and because I just went to sleep. I was still tired. I'm just like, oh my God, my back was hurting. And I had to drive all the way to school, get there, sit down for a few hours for one class, and then wait for like another hour to the other class. So I wait there for an hour, then drive back home to do more schoolwork. Eventually I was like, no, bump that, I'm doing everything online. So that rest of that semester I did online. Then the next semester I did online, and now I'm doing online again just because. Alright? Here comes the most craziest reason why. So, at Winn-Dixie, that's another story. But at Macy's, there was a certain person, heck, I'm gonna say her name. Her name was Anna. Alright, older woman, about 50, 60 years old. And y'all gonna be like, how you gonna let this happen? What do you want me to do? Alright, so, woman named Anna, 50, 60 years old, worked there. Was a super jerk to me and almost everybody in the back. Heck, half the people in that store don't like her. Okay? Because if you say Anna, they're going to go, oh, Anna. And everyone knows it too. So she was one of the reasons why I quit. Let me tell you why. She was just a straight bully to me. And the reason why I think she was a bully because I was younger. Everyone that worked at Macy's was in their 40s, maybe mid-20s, 30s, 50s, 60s. There's a lot of older people that work at Macy's. So when younger people like me came around, she thought she could bully me and tell me doing whatever she wanted me to do. Which yeah, she wasn't a manager, but she was technically my boss. So she's like under assistant manager. Like she's a wannabe manager. If y'all work, y'all know what a wannabe manager is. So that's what she was basically a wannabe manager. So I started noticing she was a jerk probably around August or September. So around that time I had gotten sick. It's 2021, yes. August, September 2021, I got sick. And because I got sick, I did not go to school or work. And because COVID was going on, I thought I may have COVID. So I went and I got tested for COVID. And it came back negative. They said you don't have COVID, so it's just like maybe like a cold. It's probably just a cold. I had a sore throat. I was coughing up a little bit. That's pretty much it. I couldn't talk. I was talking like this. It was very hard for me to talk. Alright? So one day I go into work. And I didn't want to go into work, but my parents said they thought I should. It's basically see what happens. So I walked into work and she sees me. She's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Hey." She's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Well, I have a sore throat and it's not COVID, but I got tested. It came back negative, so I don't have COVID. But I don't feel very well." She's like, "Oh, you gotta do a wellness check." I'm like, "Okay." So I go and do the wellness check. I never heard of it. Basically, pick up the phone, you dial some number, and they basically give you all these options. Like, do you have this, that, and the other? Eventually, it came to, do you have sore throat? Do you have one of the symptoms? I was like, yes. And it's like, because you have some of the symptoms, you cannot work today. Even though I did not have COVID, they wouldn't let me work. So I went to Anna. I told her, I was like, "Hey, I don't have COVID, but it's if I have one something I cannot work. What should I do?" She said, "I don't know. You got to go to the manager." Went to the manager and I told her. She didn't know. She said, "Yeah, that's kind of a gray area." Yeah, some other lady. She was like, "Yeah, that's kind of a gray area. I think you should just go home and then wait till you feel better." I'm like, "All right, cool, no problem." They gave me a HR number. I called them, told them what happened. They eventually said, "Yeah, you can go back. You're good." I was like, "Okay, cool." I get back. I didn't find out until months later what they told me happened after I left. So apparently Anna started handing out all these masks and started telling everyone I had COVID. You know how serious that is? Walking around telling everyone I had COVID. So now I'm going back. I had no knowledge that everyone there thinks I had COVID. Yeah, I didn't find out until months later. I'm like, "She told y'all that?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I didn't have COVID." And eventually I did get COVID, but that's later on. So she went around and told everyone, "How does that make me feel? You got a sickness going on that's killing people. You out here telling lies just to get a little laugh because she wants to be funny because no one likes her." So that crap pissed me off. Let me tell you another time when I got COVID. So after I had got COVID, the first time, not the second time, the first time, January 1st. It was the first or the second. No, I was sick on the first, but I didn't realize I had COVID until the second. So after I was gone for 10 days, I came back to work. She wasn't there. Basically, they told me what happened. They were like, "Oh yeah, Anna's behind your back saying all this stuff." She was like, "Oh, he just put anything anywhere," which isn't true. I always clean up after myself. She's the one that doesn't clean up after herself. She went around making all these jokes like, "Oh, he just leaves everything everywhere. Yada yada this, yada yada that. Oh, Eli don't know what the heck he's doing. He's not that smart." Saying all this crap about me. And I'm like, she's saying all this, and they're like, "Yeah, man." And they're like, "We tried to defend you too." Like, "Nah, Eli's a good worker. He's a hard worker." But her, she just trying to make a good laugh because she's trying to be funny, but she's not funny. In fact, she has to force people to go to lunch with her. So basically, everyone went to lunch around 2 o'clock. That's what we did. No, my bad. No, yeah, 2 o'clock. Everyone went to lunch around 2 o'clock. She always went around like 12. And what she would do is she would ask somebody, she'd be like, "Hey, what time you get off?" The person, "I'll get off at 4. She's like, "Hey, you want to go to lunch with me?" And of course they're like, "Sure." That person wants to go at 2 o'clock. So we either go to lunch together. Eventually she stopped doing that and started going to lunch with us and break with us. I'm like, "Well, look, bro, she's just trying to force people. Now she's trying to force herself into the group because the group was me, Dontre, Chris, and Steve. It was always us four because we were always the four doing all the work while she was off walking around showing pictures of her grandkids like somebody wants to see that. Heck, I'm not going to say who, but someone was like, "Bro, look, don't pull me off the truck and show me a picture of your grandkid, then get mad when we not doing the truck because you out here showing us pictures." Which is true. And to be fair, she never helped on the truck. She would come, do the truck, leave, go miss it for 30 minutes, come back, do the truck, leave, go miss it for 30 minutes, come back, basically make fun of us saying, "Oh, y'all too slow, you're not doing it fast enough, yada yada this, yada yada that, jib jab, jib jab, jib jab." And we're all sitting there just like, "Oh my gosh. Like, can we do the truck with you shutting up?" And when I first started the job, we had 10 people on the truck. Now we got 4. 1 throwing it down, 3 unboxing the boxes. So, of course, everything's going to be slow, but her mentality, we still go fast. Because she don't think. So that's not the only story time she made fun of me. I got off track. Let's go to time when I went on vacation. So, it was spring break. Me and my family went to Panama City. I came back, and the first thing I said was, "So what did she say about me?" And my friend immediately started laughing. Dontra immediately started laughing. He's like, yeah, she did say something. He said you gotta ask Chris though, cause like I don't really remember. She said something like you don't deserve to go on vacation, something like that. So I asked Chris. I'm like, Chris, what happened? She's like, oh, basically what she said was that you barely go to school, which is not true. I had to school every day. I just did it online. Like you barely go to school and you don't need no vacation. You don't deserve. I'm like, okay. I'm like, cool. If she wants to feel like that, go ahead and feel like that. You know, I wasn't gonna trip. So, what are some other things why it pissed her off? It's not the only things. She was just trying to be controlling. Think of it like a controller. What do you do with a controller? You control it. You do whatever you want with it. Imagine me being the controller and she can't move the joystick. She can't push the button. She can't pull down. You know, she can't do any of that. That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to move me around. Like, let's say I'm playing Spider-Man, I'm swinging. She was trying to do that, but I was standing still. She couldn't control me, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So, one day, it was me, Dontre, her, I think, 2 other people in the truck. And she wanted everyone to go to lunch at, 1 o'clock? She wanted everyone to go to lunch at 1 o'clock. Me and Dontre didn't like that because we didn't leave until 5 o'clock that day. We're like, nah, bro, that's too early. And you get to pick the time you want to go to lunch. Alright? So we're like, that's too early. But she was trying to force everyone to go to lunch. Because like, okay, we finished the truck way too late. Of course we're finishing it late when we only have 3 people on the truck. You know, like, she's not the brightest. So what would happen is, so after we hit 1 o'clock, she's like, alright, shut everything down. We're going to lunch. Me and Dontre stayed. So we shut everything down. I left. We opened the back up and we continued working. They came back. She didn't say nothing. So we continued. We didn't fit. And then like around 2 o'clock, I was like, yo, you want to go to lunch now? He was like, nah, let's finish the truck. Because the truck was almost done. We didn't finish the truck until like exactly at 3 o'clock. So we hit 3 o'clock. I was like, yo, let's go to lunch. He was like, alright. We went to lunch. We were sitting there. She's calling me. I looked at the phone. I didn't answer. She texted me, she's like, where y'all at? I'm like, I'm on lunch. She's like, you didn't go at 1? I was like, no. So we're down here. I'm like, you had lunch with me. She's like, yo, lunch. So she didn't say nothing. We go back to the back after our lunch, and she just goes spazzing out. What happened to go to lunch at 1? And Donta's like, we didn't want to go. She's like, why? I'm trying to be a team here, and you're just doing whatever the heck you want. Like, and that was too early. Like, we did not want to go to lunch at that time. So she just goes spazzing out. Oh, y'all don't listen. Y'all don't tell me when you're going to lunch. Y'all just do whatever you want, which is not true. No one tells me when they're going to lunch. She's the only person that does that. Everyone else just goes off and go. She was just trying to make a point. So she's like, oh, y'all doing this? She's yelling and screaming. People looking at us. And I'm sitting there like this. Oh, shoot. I'm like this. Leaning against the pole. Smiling. My friend Doctor, he not even paying attention. He just looked off to the side, looking up like this. Waiting for her to be done. I'm just waiting for her to be done. She's like, from now on, you're not allowed to go to break at 11 o'clock no more. You're okay. You have to go at 11:30, and you can go at 11. Like, she was just trying to make a point. And the latest time you can go to lunch is 2 o'clock, and wait for you is 1 o'clock. Which we never did that, okay? Let me just tell you. Man, in fact, it wasn't even, she said latest 1 o'clock, and you 1:30. So she basically trying to say we couldn't go to lunch at 2 o'clock no more. Like, this 3 o'clock is just too late. Which is, I used to go to lunch at 3 o'clock all the time. She had no problem with it. She was just mad. She could not tell me what to do because she has no power of telling me when to go to lunch. When I went there, they said you can go to lunch anytime. She was trying to use her power to force everyone to go to lunch at a certain time, which it didn't work. I'm just getting heated, man. She's just pissing me off. Let me tell you another story with her. One time, it was probably around Christmas time. Alright, and the UPS guy came early. We were doing the truck. He probably came at like 1 o'clock. We're like, hey, what's up, man? What's up, bro? Like, hey, he's like, I came. I was like, alright, cool. So she sent Dontre to go unload give him the packages because Christmas time, and it was on a Monday. So Sunday, UPS does not come pick up the packages. So you have everything from Sunday. And then you got Monday piled on it. Plus it's Christmas time. So just imagine how many packages there are. And that's how many that's there. So he's doing them all by himself, right? And we're almost done the truck. We probably got like 2 rows of boxes left. So he looks at me and said, hey, can you help me? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. Me being a good employee, helping out on one another. So I grabbed some of the packages and I helped him. I'm throwing them out there for him. and putting them out there. He's grabbing them too. Bet she sees me. He's like, "Are you done, Trey?" She sees me like, "Are you done, Trey?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "I told him to do it, not you." I'm like, "Yeah, there's a lot of package back there. He needs to smell." She's like, "I don't care. We can finish the truck. We're doing it too late." And I'm like, "We have 2 rows left. We're gonna be fine." And she's like, "No, you need to come and do this truck right now." And I was like, "Okay, cool, I'll go." So I walked out and I left. Right, man. It pisses you off. Shows you how you're trying to be a nice coworker. And we weren't even playing around. I was actually helping him pull out all the packages because I knew it was going to take him longer. And we ended up finishing the truck the way before we finished the packages. He finished the packages. In fact, we had to help him out later on because we finished the truck. And I tell you how she's not, like, again, she's not so bright. So that was just one of the majors. I had to go. And that's not even like the cherry on the icing. What's it called? Cherry on the cake? Cherry on Sunday? Something like, I don't know. I wasn't even the part what pissed me off the most. The part that had pissed me off the most is when we had a meeting. So I didn't know about this. My friend Christian said, "Yo, we had a meeting today." I'm like, "A meeting here with the managers. Everyone's back supposed to go and they're supposed to give us pizza." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So the meeting starts, we all go in the back. And if I only knew, they were just back there to just rip on us. They were just complaining about everything we do was wrong. We're too slow. Yada yada this, yada yada that. And I was so angry. I was like, "How dare you tell us that we're going slow when we have only 3 people working back there with the 10 we used to have?" Like, I kid you not, so many people left because of Anna, most likely. And because there wasn't no help. And they were hiring people and they leave within a week. And they're gone. I'm like, "Yo, where they at?" "Oh, they quit." In fact, somebody wanted to move back there and work with us, but they told her no, so she quit. We needed the help. But you didn't want to give it to us? So they're just going off saying we're too slow unloading the truck with 3 people. Because at the time, one of the people had left. So it's me, Chris, and Dontre that was working the truck. So imagine one person throwing down, 2 unloading the box, because you know Anna, she out here doing something stupid, showing her grandkids to everybody. And then how dare you come, bring us to a room to tell us we're doing a horrible job, we're too slow, we're doing everything wrong. And I'm like, "Yo, why would they do that?" Chris is like, "Man, it's ridiculous. They know we ain't got no help. Why would they talk to us like this?" I'm like, "Bro, it's ridiculous." So they bring us, and she gonna have the nerve to be like, "Yeah, we're just going so slow, and I'll be on the phone, but I'm talking to managers. I'm not showing no pictures or on the phone with people." When I got her on photo, I took a photo of her, just texting some random person. I wish I got a photo of her showing around her grandkids, her stopping and doing whatever. But if I got caught on my phone, I was like, "Oh no, it's cool." I was texting my mom because she was coming to porn. Like, "Oh, it's cool." I was texting one of the employees. Y'all was still told me to put my phone away, so I don't even use that as an excuse. She just went there and ripped it. I'm like, "Yo, I'm done. I'm leaving." Probably like a few weeks after, actually the day I came back from vacation, a boy had left, Dontre, and he just clocked out and left. He didn't tell nobody. No one knew what happened. I figured, I think 2 things that happened. 1, some family business happened, or 2, Anna. I think what happened was Anna had said something to him, pissed him off, and he left. I asked the God honest truth what I think. And she's not telling the whole truth, because the fact that you're saying, "Oh, he just clocked out and left." Nah, you had to do something. You said something to him that made him mad. Eventually, I left too, because she started changing my schedule. So what would happen is, I think at the time, when I first started, I was working, like I told you, like 11 to 3. Manager had asked me, "Hey, you like to come in earlier?" I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." I started coming in probably like 9 to 5, but then they started making me like 10 to 5, something like that. And yeah, it was like 10 to 5, or like 11 to 5, something like that. And Anna had one day asked me, said, "Hey, do you want to come in earlier?" I told her I wasn't sure, because I'm driving my dad's car. He might need to go to work. So she's like, "You want to come in earlier?" I said, "I'm not sure." She's like, I have to check. She's like, "Okay." Next week, my schedule is all of a sudden 9 to 5. I'm like, okay, that's weird. She asked me, can I come in early? And I also want to come in early. I'm like, okay. Months go by. She asked me again. She's like, hey, can you come in a little bit earlier? And I told her, no, I couldn't. Like, I already waking up. I already have to go in at 9. I'm not coming in any earlier. Next week's schedule, 8 to 5. You see how stuff are adding up? And I'm adding this up. And I'm like, this is weird. And I come in early. She's like, oh, you're here early? Don't play dumb. You know you mess with my schedule. I think she went to the manager and said, hey, Eli said he wants to come in earlier. Lying. And yeah, I don't have proof, but I mean, you gotta add two together. You gotta add two together. So another time she asked me, after 8, she's like, hey, can you come earlier? I told her no. All of a sudden my schedule is 7 to 4. And I'm like, what the heck? And then a week later, it was 6 to 4 or 6 to 3. And I was like, oh God, no. I was like, I'm not waking up at 4 o'clock. Because for me, when I wake up, it takes me a while to actually wake up. I wake up and I may turn my alarm off by accident and go back to sleep. I may wake up, stand there, still sleeping the day. Like, it takes me a long time to actually wake up. So I always wake up 2 hours before, get ready, get dressed, make breakfast, yada yada, right? Take a 30-minute drive from here to the mall. So they wanted me to come at 6 o'clock, and I was like, no. So I called off. Next day, I think I worked at 7 to 3. Came in at 7. Next day, I was supposed to work 6, and I didn't show up. I didn't. That's how I quit. I just did not show up. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not coming in. So, of course, I had blocked all their numbers. I had been deleted Anna's number. I had been blocked it and then deleted it because I did not want anything with her. I just totally forgot I did it. So managers called me, went straight to voicemail because basically on my phone, I basically said, if you're not in my contacts, go straight to voicemail. So that's what happened. Every time they called me, went straight to voicemail. Probably like a week later, I saw they had called me again, but again, went straight to voicemail. I guess they're trying to figure out. So that's basically what happened. So you end up seeing this video, if you work at Macy's, that's what happened. That's basically what happened. I just stopped showing up. I didn't want to. Blame Anna. I blame her. If she wasn't there, I would have stayed. I would have eventually talked to you about work, but it was just multiple things at the time, and I was just like, there. And she just put it on there. And I was like, no, I'm done. Especially, I didn't have my friend no more. I had Chris, but I didn't have Dontre. So Chris, he didn't work every day. He was off some days. So those days, it was just me, and Anna was just the worst. And it wasn't just me that saw that. Other people saw that. They saw that she was directly picking at me. Someone in kids like, yo, she be on you the most for no reason. And she's like, we be saying all the time, like the weekend group, they be like, yo, we saying all the time that, she asked you, we're like, dang, leave him alone. Everyone else saw it. Everyone around me saw how she was picking on me. And I could have went to the managers and said something, but she's been there for 40 years. I've been there for like 5 months. I don't know. I'm not counting. Who do you think they're going to believe? Because they could just pull it back and say, hey, Eli said this. She'll be like, what? That's not true. And they're going to take her word. They knew her longer. They barely know me. Now, yeah, you could have had people in the back like, yeah, she kind of did that. Or they weren't going to fire her. It would have made things worse. She would have stood behind my back and started talking crazy again. So it wasn't going to end. So the only way I was like, oh, I'm done. Heck, sometimes I want to go back and just she'll walk to her car and just be like, you suck! Just to get a look at her face, just to say, I won. But I won when I left Macy's. So I don't care. But anyway, sorry the video was so long. That's pretty much it. Like I told you, another reason why I left because Dontre had left. And it was just me and Chris. And we were doing almost all the work. And I was just like, bro, I can't do this no more. And Chris, man, if somehow you see this video, bro, I'm sorry. Sorry I kind of left DMOS. I'm sorry, man. I just kind of left without, saying nothing. I had to. If you were there, I would have told you, but you probably wouldn't have believed me. But yeah, I'm sorry I just left like that. I'm not sorry to you, and I'm not sorry that Kirsten. Kirsten was, man, she had her moments. Nicole definitely had a whole bunch of her moments. She didn't want that kind of started the whole meeting to get at us. So, that's pretty much it. I left. And I know everyone was shocked about that when I didn't show up. And then I stopped showing up. They're like, yeah, you like quit, man. So, Chris D-Moss, I'm sorry, bro. I'm most likely split this video in half because it's just a long video. But if you stick to the end, thank you so much. I just had to get that out there. But don't worry, this ain't the only work experience. The Winn-Dixie series is coming next, bro. I'm gonna try to do that real soon because the stories I have from there, you're just gonna be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to work there. And I really recommend you don't work there unless it's just it might be just my Winn-Dixie, I don't know. But I really don't recommend it. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Want my video, like the video, comment down below. Go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe if you want to. Sorry I stopped doing the giveaway. Sorry this video is so long. I just had to get this out here. I had to let you guys know why I quit, because I can't just say, yeah, I quit my job. That's the end of the video and upload it, you know? I had to give a reason why I quit. So those are the reasons, man. Yeah, always, before you work at a job, I really do recommend talking to one of the employees. Be like, yo, how is it here? And hopefully they give you the truth. They be like, yeah, man, it's not all that. Like, be like, yo, be honest. Like, how's the workers here, the employees here? You know? So anyway, yeah. Thank you guys so much, you know.